really good matchups on the board. One I would highlight, top left, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski. That's fun.
This is just one more ingredient in the blender, too, right? This place is already chaotic, and we're just going to see so much movement. You see right here, I call this the Hamlin region, right? I look at brackets by regions. He's the #1 seed up against Dylan. Busch, Keselowski, a heavyweight battle.
I'm going to get that one. Keselowski get
Very
that
few,
one.
and I think my brackets that I think
Logano, probably. It's hard to say from the two and Wallace.
It's tough, especially at this race.
Barry, Elliott,
Chastain,
Bale.
Was to take out a lot of drivers or a lot of competitors. You're going to see some upsets happen.
Yeah, this region here coming up next is the gauntlet, and I agree with Parker Klingerman, the upper right? They had all the stacked up drivers in one section. I mean, look at this: Briscoe, last week's winner, Byron, Blaney, Larson, and Reddick. I mean, look at this path for any of these drivers to make it. You're going to have to continue to knock off some big names.
Down at the lower right, several good matchups here. Dow and Allmendinger, and both of those guys had pretty good average finishes in Atlanta. So, I mean, none of these are real easy toss-ups.
I didn't have the heart to tell you when you said you had Buscher picked that I had Gillen and beat them here. So, man, sorry. We deviate week 1, round 1.
That's the worst part, I guess, is if your bracket gets busted.
Oh, yeah.
And the races earlier crazy here, and then we go to 2 events on the road. Here's Marty Snyder.
Adam, he may be the #2 seed, but Steve mentioned that Chase Briscoe started 10th, and he wound up, way back as the last car on the lead lap in 39th. What's going on to lose 29 spots? Listen.
All over the left rear. I'm like sideways all the way around the track. Left rear completely out of the track. My keys turned the wheel sideways, changes up.
I know you're fighting it in there, but do you think you could use more throttle, get some more speed to help load it up?
Makes it worse the harder I drive and the higher I run.
Boy, I tell you what, Steve, what does James Small do? Because the comment that came from Chase Briscoe's mouth when the caution came out, he said, James, it's so bad it feels like the right rear toe link is broken on our car. And Junior, a loose condition like that in the draft, boy, that cannot.
Looking at the momentum down the back straightaway.
Now we're back.
The 2 is in there. Inches down ahead, down the back straightaway, off into turn 3.
Who's going to have momentum and who's going to be able to handle the push?
I like the top line right here. But that 6 is going to get to the back bumper of that 2. He's going to have a huge run down the front straightaway. That's going to push the 2 clear. Cedric led that lap, first lap today, not led by Joey Logano. Now they go on the stage, and they are 3 wide back in the pack. Joey back to the inside, but here comes the 6 of Brad Keselowski. He's going to give that 2 a bump off into turn 3. Now Brad's looking in the mirror, looking for help from the 24 of Byron. Larson up in that mix, bottom lane, 3rd row. Is going to be the 77 of Carson Hocevar having a good first stage.
Line in the banking right there, that 23 of Bubba Wallace, fresh off pit road. Arthur Tires helping. He's to the outside of the 3. Looked pretty confident. He ran up top, tugged the wheel. That can be difficult on older tires. Does he have enough time to 10 to go? Line goes off in a defensive move for the 12. Here we go, on board. Toyota on board. Let's see what Bubba's thinking. Where can he go with this run?
I was saying that these guys at pitted might be racing for position and control when we get ready for stage 2. Bubba Wallace said, to heck with that. I'm going to drive through and finish things in stage 1, and he looks good in that outside lane. Cinder trying to help his teammates down the back straightaway. He's going to have to get up in front of that 6, though. That 24. Byron and Brad Keselowski nose to tail, trying to create momentum. Got up back to the inside. He's going to lead this lap. That inside lane doing pretty good right now. Pretty surprised by that. Michael McDowell flash inside the top 10. 71 starting to come to life late in the stage. All leaving up down the back straightaway, Steve.
That's exactly right.
Way
That
back.
was what I was going to say. The front row cannot find anything, and the 23-year-old tries to get to the outside of the 5.
And look at the 20 of Christopher Bell. He went high and low, and now he's racing for position. He's inside of the other Toyota Bubba Wallace. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. way in the back to start this race. The 47 has got it wound up.
Bell also on that pressure tire. They're side by side, about 5th row back. Oh, a little smoke, a little contact right there, maybe outside wall. This is going